Can we start?
Please start. Please start. Kaldra sir, may we start?
Yes, ma'am, please.
या कुन्देतु तुषारहारधवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रावृता या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युतशङ्करप्रभृतिभिः देवैः सदा वन्दिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निःशेषजाड्यापहा.
A very good morning to all of you. Very dynamic, Honorable Director of Dayalbagh Education Institution, Professor Prem Kumar Kalra, our very own Member Secretary, Professor Rajiv Kumarji, all other coordinators who are attending today's program, and my friends from academia. Every Monday I speak and every Monday I ask myself a question as what can I really speak about same faculty development programs which almost every Monday I have been addressing to. But then I realize that faculty development or ensuring that we have committed, we have faculty members who are not only committed, but they have core competencies is probably one of the single most important thing in case we want to have much better quality deliverance in our technical education institutions. I have always been repeatedly saying it that our entire ecosystem of learning has changed. It has become multi-institutional, multi-directional, highly collaborative, and not only two-directional, but multi-directional, where students are equal partners, not as mute spectators of receiving that knowledge, but also equal partners in creating that knowledge. So when we have this kind of learning teaching ecosystem with disruptive technological advancements, it is what is primarily needed out of us. So what is needed is that we keep on learning. And in fact, my last Monday address, I had said it, that the World Economic Forum, in consultation with McKinsey, carried out a research, and where they have declared that this time, when over 1 billion jobs has been lost in past 2 years to technological disruptions, it is a re-skilling emergency. When we talk about re-skilling emergency, it means it is an emergency where we all need to look inward and understand what it needed out of us in today's context, in today's availability of technology enabled teaching, learning, or if I may say, way of life. So learning itself a skill, unlocking the mindset and skills to develop, it can really boost personal and professional lives and deliver a competitive edge. The call for individuals and organizations from both to invest in learning and development has never been so more demanding than this time. And I have already said it, that it has become a re-skilling emergency. AICT, in its endeavor to ensure that quality education is delivered, has taken several initiatives. ATAL, we very fondly call it. It is AICT's Training and Learning Academy. It is an in-depth faculty development program where faculty members are trained in various core and niche areas, be it IoT, be it machine learning, robotics, blockchain management, and artificial intelligence, virtual and augmented reality, and so on and so forth. we have another faculty development program where our faculty members are trained on pedagogical skills. They are trained on newer set. They are trained on assessment patterns. So now when we talk about learning, so what is it which is required? This particular article, which I have been talking about for past 2 weeks by McKinsey, and supported and funded by the World Economic Forum, it says that decade of research experience working as talent and learning professionals. It explores the core mindset and skills of effective learners. People who master these mindset and skills become much more better learners, and they have coined the word from them, they become intentional learners. So what is that? We need to have that intentional learning mindset. It has to be a core, structured, designed mindset where our faculty members tell ourselves that they need to learn. They need to learn continuously, comprehensively. They need to learn their core subject. They need to learn their delivery mechanism, their instructional mechanism, their attitude. They have to be even mentors. They have to be psychometrically available to all the students to make sure that their students are groomed into holistic individuals. So when we talk about becoming absolutely intentional learner, so unlocking intentionality, formal learning opportunities account for a very small percentage of learning of professional needs. And this is one such thing where we need to have a structured learning in a matrix of pre-decided 5 days course where our experts have been training and teaching our faculty members in the core and niche areas. So we have to foster learning by adjusting our critical mindsets, continuously telling ourselves that we need to learn, we need to innovate, not for progress, not for future, not for development, but for our sheer existence and continue to remain relevant in today's availability of paradigm shift in teaching learning mechanism. So we need to adopt a growth mindset. AICT has been doing wonderfully well. This ATAL Academy, sir, if I may tell you, and to all our coordinators, it was recognized worldwide for granting and training largest number of teachers last year. And this year, our objective is that we would at least be training 2 lakh faculty members. But AICT can only work effectively, much more efficiently when our coordinators make sure that these faculty development programs are actually carried out with earnest honesty and with absolute dedication, leaving no room for lethargy or any kind of backlayed or laid back attitude where learning has been compromised. So our entire focus is on learning. I call upon all of my coordinators and request each one of them that they must make sure that in this endeavor of AICTE, with their complete dedication, they ensure that our faculty members are trained in the core competencies with world-class experts. Now we would be very, very eager to listen to our member secretary, sir, and our honorable Kalra, sir. With these, I once again request each one of you, all my faculty members, to make sure that they really, really learn, give us valuable feedbacks. We are also trying to do a peer review assessment of all these faculty development programs to ensure that these are actually quality development. Thank you so very much, and all the very, very best to all our faculty members who are attending these faculty development programs. Now I would request our member secretary, Rajiv Kumar sir, to say a few words about AICTE and ATAL Academy faculty development.
Thank you, madam. You set the agenda rightly.
Thank you, madam.
May I start?
Kalra sir, kindly, he is seeking your permission. I think, sir, you can go ahead, please.
Okay. Okay. Respected Prem Karla ji, Director, Dalbag Society, and I have worked with Professor Karla in various meetings. So I have a great association in all type of things. He's a wonderful man, human being, and a great researcher and dedicated and professional also. Sir, thank you very much being associated in this program, inauguration program of 62 ATAL FDPs that are being inaugurated today. Directors and coordinators of various institutions and the 62 faculty development programs which are being inaugurated today. My friends from AICT, Mamta Rani Agrawal ji, Dr. Amit Datta ji, Dr. Girdhari Lal ji, faculty members, very warm good morning to each and everyone. As you know, and as already pointed out and shared by our advisor Mamta Rani ji, that last time we set an world record by conducting and by training around 150,000 faculty members. And this time the target is even larger. Now, when the target is larger, then there are challenges also. And challenges in terms of quality, in terms of involvement of the faculty, because a lot of online programs are being conducted, not only the FDPs, everywhere, every university, every institution, they are conducting various type of activities where it is classes. So online programs, they have become a challenge also to maintain the quality and to keep the attendance and as well as involvement of the participants in such programs. So that is a challenge also for AICT as well as for all other institutions and the coordinators also. So for that, I have a simple suggestions, and that we have exercised in various other faculty development programs. We are conducting faculty development programs for human values, where we are training our faculty to conduct induction programs and to run human value programs in their university. So what we have identified, we have taken, there is a provision in each and every platform to give a small quiz, just to keep our participant attentive, whether they are in the program or where they are paying more attention to the program, or they are at all not putting any attention to this program. So there is a provision of quiz. So my request to all the coordinators that they can plan, they can give a small quiz, maybe a trivial one after 20 minutes, half an hour, 35 minutes, they can decide on their own. And that will make all the participants attentive, and they will also think that anytime the quiz may come. And the participation in quiz ensures the attendance of the participants in the FDP. So this type of methodology can be utilized or adopted by our coordinators, and they can also innovate and they can find out how they can involve their faculty members. But the definitely challenge is very, very big. And as far as quality is concerned, content should be of the international standards, because most of the faculty, they have already attended one part of any of the faculty program. So now they are aspiring for the better quality, better standard of the program. So our coordinators, they have the challenge now to ensure the quality of the contents and the quality of the speakers also. They have to have more speakers from the industry, because this is also a challenging task to arrange faculty members for resource persons from the industry. So my appeal, my request to all the coordinators, please try to have speakers, resource persons from the industry, and if you can bring some part of the, you cannot bring the hands-on part. If you can show some videos on that application of that content, then it will make more enjoyable to our participants. Apart from these faculty development programs, we have taken various initiatives. We are sharing on each and every platform, and one of them is the writing of books in regional languages and translation of the books. This year, Professor Kalra, I will like to share, we have given permission to run technical programs in the regional languages, and few institutions, they have come forward, we have given permission to them, but the problem was contents, material. So we have taken that initiative. We have ensured that first year books, before the commencement of the next academic session, they are available to colleges and to our students in their languages in which they want to continue their studies. So this initiative we have taken. We have also developed a tool which we call translation tools, where we are converting these lectures on swim in the regional languages, where in all regional languages. So that initiative we have, and we are at the advanced stage in this this translation. Apart from that, another initiative that AICT has taken, that is the teachers training program. So there are two types of this program. One is the teachers who are entering in the technical education. Within 5 years, they have to complete that teachers training program. In this teachers training program, there are 8 modules. And these modules, they are taken over, they have been prepared by the knitters. 4 knitters in the country, they have prepared these knitters, and they are available on as a MOOCs courses. They are available as a MOOCs courses, and the examination of these 8 modules, it is conducted by the NTA, National Testing Agency. So these 8 modules, basically, they are teaching pedagogy and examination, conduct of ethics, and all such things. They are the part of the modules. So this is first part of this comprehensive teachers training program. Second part is that they have to do some internship for 1 month in a nearby industry. And third part is that they have to teach under the mentorship of some senior faculty members. So after completion of all these 3 parts, we are giving them a certificate and they are eligible for their further promotions. But those who have already completed 5 years, for their further promotions, we have also designed these some MOOCs courses. The knitters, they are working on that, and very soon we are going to launch these MOOCs also. So for further promotion from assistant professor to associate professor to professor. So all such modules, they are going to be ready, and we are going to launch these modules very soon. So this was the another thing. And for the faculty members, we have instituted one award, that is Vishwakarma Teachers Award, Best Teachers Award. And last year nationally we awarded 12 teachers from the technical institutions. Basically, there are 25 awards, but we are not compromising. We have decided, unless until the teachers, they qualify our parameters, we will not select for the award. So this year the process is on. Soon we will award this, we will declare this Vishwakarma Best Teachers Award also. And another big initiative that we have taken to empower our girls students, that is the Pragati Scholarship. We are providing a scholarship of 50,000 per annum to our girls students, those who are entering in the technical education. There are seats earmarked for each and every state, and I request all the coordinators and the directors, those who are attending this program. This year we got very good response, because we are not disseminating this information to our students. But this year the response was good, and we are able to disseminate this information to the deserving girls students. And we have already awarded this scholarship. Probably girls from your institute might have received this amount, 50,000 in their bank account. Another initiative that AICT has taken, that is the internships. And on 25th, we are celebrating internship day also. where we have prepared a portal where government departments, small company, MSMEs, and the large companies, they are posting their internship, and it is a matchmaking type of portal. Students get internship of their choice in their in their place of their choice, as well as in the area of their choice also. So this type of portal is available, and we are celebrating internship day on 25th. I request through this medium, please join this internship day and see what is happening, how you can facilitate your students in providing the internship also. And apart from that, various things which have been mentioned in the this NEP, they have been incorporated, and we have started most of the things 3 years back also, and now they are part of the NEP. And the most important thing which I will like to share is that the multidisciplinary culture among the institutions. For that, our institutes have to work hard, and we are facilitating them. We are we have given provision for the merging of the institution to create a multidisciplinary culture among institutions, and they can also start various courses which are not part of the AICT mandate in their institution. This facility we are providing to our institution to create a multidisciplinary culture. Now, another thing is the credit transfer and entry and exit. We are also working on credit transfer and entry and exit, because we see that 40% courses institutions can take from MOOCs, students can take from the MOOCs. But the credit transfer and entry and exit, UGC has come out with a framework. But framework will be a broad guidelines, and the institutions have to work hard internally, devise their own mechanism, how they will consider the credits, for which one of the easiest way will be to have a MOU with the friendly institutions, so that they can consider their credits. So this mechanism, it has to be evolved by the institutions, and those who are having autonomy, probably I think they must be working in this direction. And one more thing is that the academic bodies, because when this NEP is implemented, these academic bodies, they should be very dynamic. If you linger on the decision for 10 days, the purpose of this NEP is defeated. So the role of the institution and the academic bodies is very important. And I hope the institutions which are, I have seen many institutions, they have moved way forward in this direction. But those who have not started, it is the time that we can think and we can move forward, whether it is credit transfer, entry and exit. We are also evolving a procedure how a student completing 1 year with additional courses can be given a certificate, or after 2 years can be given a diploma with additional courses. So this type of discussion is going on at various levels, at whether it is UGC, whether it is AICT or at the ministry. But the ultimate thing which is to be done at the institute level, at the university level. So with all these words, I thank all the participants, all the coordinators for joining this program. I also thank Prem Karlaji, and I will get this opportunity to hear to him today also. Namaskar, sir. Namaskar.
Thank you so very much, sir, for bringing out such an extensive and comprehensive what activities about AICT and what AICT has been doing to empower its stakeholders, whether it is teachers or it is students or it is institutions. We are very delighted and very privileged that Professor Prem Kumar Kalra kindly consented to grace this occasion as the chief guest. Professor Kalra, presently director of Dayalbag Education Institution, it is deemed to be university. Prior to this, Professor Kalra had rendered a yeoman service to the Indian Institute of Technology, Jodhpur, Rajasthan, as its founder director. He was head of the Department of Electrical Engineering at IIT Kanpur. He also served as Dean Resource Planning and Generation, again at IIT Kanpur. Professor Kalra has done his graduate level education from Dayalbag itself, the institution he is directing right now. Having graduated from DEI, and after a very short teaching stint, he joined IIT Kanpur to pursue his MTech. And then he also went on to complete his PhD from University of Manitoba in Canada. After teaching in the United States for some time, Professor Kalra joined the Department of Electrical Engineering at IIT Kanpur, where he launched a research program in the front area of artificial intelligence. And I would like to make a special mention that Sir did it in 1988. We are talking about it so many years later. So probably he is one of the pioneers who launched a research program in artificial intelligence, making significant contributions in the fields of neural networks. Professor Kalra, one of the principal architects of 3i Networks, a consortium of IIT Kanpur, IDFC, and IIM Ahmedabad, formed with the objective of creating an intellectual critical mass in the national policy. Professor Kalra has significant achievements to his credit in research, innovation, industry interaction, and regulatory area. He has published many books and extensively published papers, research journals. He has been assigned the position of chairman, board members of several committees by various institutions in repute, including various IITs. Sir, we are privileged to have you with us and very eager to listen your valuable words. Thank you.
Thank you, Mamta ma'am. Thank you so much. My friend, Professor Rajiv Kumar ji, Mrs. Mamta Agarwal ma'am, Advisor 1, directors, coordinators, and colleagues who have joined this program. It's my privilege to address all of you today. And what I am going to talk about is very briefly, I believe in basically three trinities. One is that the faculty development program should develop physical, mental, and spiritual aspects of all faculty. That's the most critical part. Secondly, it should also lead to development of values, qualities, and innovations. And lastly, what is becoming very, very important for all of us, looking at the National Education Policy 2020, that how do we actually implement innovations suggested by the government, by the committee of NEP? And I can, on behalf of AICT, assure you that today AICT is not a regulatory body, but they are enablers of implementing good practices across all the institute. That has been my experience being on a different committees with AICT. People are very positive. People are looking for positive changes. And the new initiative which the Albag Educational Institute has taken, I think I should share that, because with online education for last 2 years, we are taking now steps that can we teach using music? Can we teach using Nukkad Nataks? Can we teach using Katputli? But how do you bring in performing art and visual art as a teaching tool? And India is rich culturally for performing art and visual art. Shanti Niketan was one beginning of such aspects. So the Albag Educational Institute has also taken the step to establish how do you break boundaries of classrooms, which online education in a way has broken, but how do you still make it very productive and very, very knowledgeable for students? How do you actually bring in virtual labs, what Professor Rajiv Kumar has mentioned, content in various different languages, and content in different ways of expression, like what I call is T's, towards evolutionary art and science of expression. Because today, we believe that, engineering mindset is very, very rigid today. But that's what I personally have seen. This mindset has to be broken away. When I was at IIT Jodhpur, I tried to establish IIT Jodhpur without departments. The reason is that there were very few people who could produce or could make them think on interfaces of department. And today, AICT has taken a very bold step, and I congratulate AICT members and especially Professor Shastrabudhe as a chair, under his chairmanship, that we should break away from conventional physics, chemistry, maths, because it's you are becoming a very rigid in terms of engineering definition. For me, the engineering definition is to find out real life solutions, and those real life solutions one can find out without these subjects also. But one should have an aptitude, and that aptitude one can examine and people can pick up and learn whatever they believe in learning. Like a media lab, what they do actually at MIT is they take up a problem and they start solving. And then whatever is needed, they go to classroom and take those courses which will help them in solving the problem. So I think we should appreciate the new innovative steps which AICT has taken rather than criticizing and sticking to the old road. Because for basically there was so my suggestion to all of you is try to look at new ways of teaching, new ways of using technology, new ways of actually looking at engineering aspects. Because we had started a couple of new centers at IIT Jodhpur. I can give you examples. One of them was system science, which is most popular today and gets the maximum jobs. Second was coach. Center of art, culture and heritage. How do you bring it together? Very few people are looking art, culture and heritage or art, beauty and creativity as part of engineering. But until unless you create an aesthetics in engineering products, it becomes very difficult to actually market them. I remember my Boeing trip in 2008. Interiors of the plane, they have created a new department which was looking at it, and no engineer was there. They were all actually from the aesthetics and beauty and creativity specializations, and they were interacting with engineers and changing their mindset how to look at things, which is very important. So I think we have to have a much broader definition of engineering as per se, and the development of faculty also we should do in a very broad sense. I think I am very happy to hear Mrs. Mamta Agarwal and Professor Rajiv Kumarji, that you are actually talking about values, you are talking about qualities of teachers, you are trying to develop changing their mindsets, looking at the new way in faculty development program. Because faculty development program is not only about the subject, but developing a personality of a teacher, which influences the students in the classroom. So for my sake, actually, if people have to view it, you have to view it engineering in a very broad sense, so that it should become an inclusive discipline. And we should be able to take good lessons or the successful lessons from other streams of what's so-called today non-engineering areas, but with an integration of today technology everywhere, I don't think we can say that engineering can exclude any discipline. So I suggest everybody that the faculty development programs should be in all areas encompassing, whether it's art, because I have read recently there was a deep learning algorithm used to create a new painting and which got sold in millions of dollars. So now, until unless engineers know about art, they cannot actually produce a new painting. Similarly, one can create a new music. So which is what we call as a creative artificial intelligence today. So it's very important for us to create smart assistant, so that your time gets saved, you become more innovative, you become more creative, and you start appreciating society problems and solve them. And the AICT initiative for developing villages, I really, admire this kind of a step. And I think all the directors and coordinators of FDP and the participants should take advantage of a positive mood and a positive environment of AIC today. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you so very much for your inspiring words. I would just say, sir, one sentence that, the best school that is in Redwood County in the United States, it has no boundaries of the classroom. There is no curriculum which is well defined. There is no homework which is ever given. And there is no lesson plan. And, the whole wealth of the world is actually created in that 50 into 50 square miles of area. And that is the Silicon City of the United States. And that is the best school in the world. And I had the privilege of being in that school. And when I asked the teachers that, how do you ensure that the homework is done? They said, we don't have a concept of a homework. And then I said, can I have a look at the curriculum? And they said, we don't have a fixed curriculum. And third, standards are actually developing programs in Java and Python. So probably, I think has been doing wonderfully well, whether it is in terms of faculty development or adoption of NEP in terms of multidisciplinary internship, everything, whatever I can think of, AICT has already done it, sir. Thank you so very much. But probably all of us need to look at education with a different perspective. My dear coordinators, you are our hope. You are our field agents. You are the agents of change. So the seriousness with which you do this program defines its quality. Kindly do it in a very committed and in a very, very honest, serious manner. Thank you so very much, sir. It's a privilege. Thank you so much, MS, sir, that you have been so inspiring, so affectionate, and so cordial, and so guiding in everything. It's truly a privilege to work under visionary people, a little far from you, Sir Agra, and then MS, sir, right here. Thank you so very much.
Thank you.
So, sir, with the permission of the chair, we are concluding the program.